that. Driven by joy.
Driven by joy, not driven by happiness. So a lot of people, I think happiness is deceptive because happiness may look like joy in the beginning.
Yeah.
But happiness is just temporary.
This isn't about me. This isn't even about you. It has always been about us. For those bold enough to dream aloud. For the ones who keep writing their story, even when the lead breaks. Who press on though the ink runs dry. Knowing deep within that we are the authors of our own why. We're the ones who attack life with a dreams to reality approach. Who may not yet know the path, but trust that the fire will lead us home. We see what others overlook, sketching futures in the unseen, and take that trembling first step, even when the finish line isn't in sight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey.
Let's get it. What can I do for you today?
I try to keep like the hairs up here a little longer because when my hair curls, then it'd be like, it kind of goes back. So
Okay.
the fade and then no C cups.
No C cups?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Man, running. Well, you know, I hooped my whole life. And as that era kind of phased out, the next thing was kind of what can I do to challenge myself to continue to motivate me to work out, to be my best self fitness wise. And that was running. I found communities in LA, found people that, you know, were hungry, and I enjoyed that. Tried it out, and just next thing you know, I'm here in Boston now, running the Boston Marathon.
It's the biggest running moment globally.
For real,
It's amazing. 26 miles, you ready?
Man, I don't ever feel like I'm ready, but I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I trained for it, I prepared for it, so this being my 4th marathon, having some experience with how to pace myself, how it goes.
What does training for it look like?
Man, training, it's just progressing like time on feet. I think it just helps, you know, being an athlete, but also just being like mentally strong.
Yeah.
Obviously with a marathon, you have to train yourself physically, but I think there's always gonna be pain when you're pushing your bodies to its limits.
Right.
So eventually, you know, you can prepare yourself physically as much as you want, but you also gotta be prepared mentally. But I mean, just through everything I've, you know, trained for, running, basketball, everything in between mentally. Being mentally strong, you know, has helped me a lot throughout this.
I feel like running is more mental than physical. Would you agree?
I would agree. You can always push yourself and your body will hold its own, but it's like physically, can you endure that?
Right.
Whenever there's endurance involved, it's always greatness comes out of it.
Absolutely. Did you ever see yourself running the Boston Marathon? Was that was that a life goal of yours?
Nope.
No?
Nah. Running wasn't even in the picture for me. I always was good at running. Always had good endurance throughout my younger years, high school, college, but never really enjoyed it. It was always, you know, you hooping, it was always the punishment.
Right.
So I've never enjoyed it until, I don't know, just like switching and seeing the glass half full, I guess, type side of running. And I think more so the community that running brings. Like, as you know, I started my own run club, not really for the running. I think that's the plus of it.
Right.
But the more so focal point of that is getting people together. If I was just doing running by myself and running these races without meeting anyone, I wouldn't have been. I wouldn't be doing it. No, not at all.
Wow.
I think it's just motivating. The funny thing I'll say is that the running community brainwashed me into this, but in a sense it kind of was like that.
Brainwashed you into running?
Yeah. The most I've ever ran before coming to LA was like 3 miles. Now here I am running 26, which I never thought I would do it. You could have asked me 2 or 3 years ago, I'd be like, no, I'm not running no marathon.
Right. What is it about challenge that you enjoy so much, that you see value in so much?
The growth.
The growth.
I think growing as a person, being I heard someone say before that you're either gonna follow leaders or you're gonna lead followers. And I wouldn't even say it's been my ambition to be a leader, but I think naturally I mean, you know, like I think just being a point guard in hoops at such a young age, you're automatically the leader of the team.
Put in that leadership position.
Automatically. So just being that, and then, you know, within my faith, being the leader of my household with my wife and our future kids. I think if you aspire and you're someone that wants to be great, just in general, you have to be a leader. I don't think you can be a great follower. I think you can be a great learner. You can learn a lot of things. You can be a sponge. But if you really want to achieve what you want to achieve, You gotta lead. You gotta lead by example.
Yo, is it just me or is it raining?
Is it?
It's raining. There's no way. There's no way it's starting to rain.
Oh,
wow.
Let me check the weather real quick.
Yo, we gotta buckle up. I can't get my tools wet.
It says it's gonna rain for the next 20 minutes.
I'm sick. So I'm giving Devin a haircut. I'm finishing up the side taper, and it starts raining. That's all part of the process. You feel me?
We got some photos. We got going crazy.
Yeah. That joint OD.
Before it's that.
There's no life without new conversation. A mind without knowledge will make temptation.
RJ, nice to meet
RJ?
you.
Yeah,
First time I ever heard this word, my mom said it. She always told me, like, you know, you'll always be successful. You will really get through anything as long as you hear that inner child. I feel like it's just a quote that definitely really resonates with me. Fabric I had from Dev's piece, I wanted to tie that in as well. So they all have a little, here you go, brother.
I hate being dishonest. It's time I start telling the truth.
Those who hope.
Hey, we back in action. Let's go. So security just came over and told us that this is private property, and so we need to.
First the rain stopped us.
The rain stopped us.
Now security stopped
Security.
us.
You know, but we gonna
still
keep going.
move.
You know what I'm saying? It's a marathon, not a sprint. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So we can't allow that first cramp, that second cramp, or that third to stop. We gotta get through that finish line.